2, 1.
Here we go!
The SCAC encourages and promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, parents, and spectators who strive to create a competitive yet positive atmosphere where everyone feels welcome. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponents and the officials. As SCAC student athletes, we commit to fair play, responsibility, and respect. We strongly encourage you to do the same. This is the SCAC, the Conference of Champions. And now the lineups for tonight's game, beginning with our visitors. Their support players, starting with number 4, Diego Perez. Number 11, Alonso Saavedra. Number 12, Rafael Rodriguez. Number 21, Franco Perez. Number 23, Keaton Zerker. Number 24, Igor Lopez. And number 40, Hudson Heslop. And now for the Wildcats, their support players. Number 5, Anthony Cisneros. Number 30, Lyle Wapshilai. Number 31, Carlos Magoza. Number 33, Jordan Stahai. And number 44, Jack Yavella. And now the starters for the tonight's game, again beginning with the Warriors, wearing number 2, Casey Ebray.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here to THS Digital Media Network, Game 2 of our doubleheader, live here from the Toppenish Wildcat Event Center. Oh, the boys are hoping to pick up their first win of the new year, 2024. They've been on a long road trip for the past 30-plus days. And guess what? They are still learning. They're still a young team, but they're still as scrappy as ever, fighting for every possession, fighting for every opportunity to make something good happen.
The officials for this game: referee Mr. Wahluke, umpires are Mr. Brent Simpson and Mr. Wagner. Good luck, everyone. Have a great game.
And so here we go. Announcements out of the way. I'd like to welcome you, Antonio Tony D. Dominguez, alongside the THS Digital Media crew, bringing to you only the second home game here for the Wildcats. Marcel Washins, Myers with an open look three, couldn't get that one to fall. That's one thing the Wildcats, have been struggling with, is being able to score. They still put up a great defensive effort, but oftentimes that ball not making its way into the bucket. Shot no good, and that ball will be swiped away and out of bounds. Possession will remain with the Warriors. The Wahluke Warriors, located over in Mattawa, Washington. Buck there with the shot, no good. And Tyron Redner, the leading scorer for this team, begins with possession. Alex Bazan, an open look three off the back iron, no good. Or some of the adjustments that the Wildcats have made these past few games is inserting Alex Bazan as their main starter. No foul call there. Marcel Washins holding on to the ball. Josh Myers back to Redner. Bazan takes an open look three. That went off the mark. And Alex Bazan, has been a capable scorer. He's shown he's able to score. And, a good thing that you put him and insert him into the lineup, because sooner or later, he's going to get the hang of this, especially at the speed of the varsity level. He's just a freshman, so he still has to learn and to adjust to, the challenges, the speed, the strength, and everything. Tyron Redner hanging on to the ball. Met by a bunch of contact and a foul. Free throws coming up. Tyron Redner, along with a couple of other Wildcat players, transferring over from different schools and playing this season here, adding some leadership to what is an otherwise inexperienced Toppenish Wildcat squad. Whereas Tyron Redner scores the first points of this contest. And that's what's great. They had that, the Toppenish Wildcats had that great run last season. Second time in a row, they placed 5th place at state at the 1A level. This season, just a little bit different. They want to do things the right way. They need to get the young guys in there. Marcel Washins fighting for possession. Alex Bazan, Tyron Redner with a chance. Up and under, and finishes with the crafty move there. And Tyron Redner can score, but what he really needs is he needs help on the offensive side. Somebody's going to have to step up in today's game and score. Alex Bazan, open look, opportunity, and scores. That's one thing that Alex Bazan is able to do very well, is work on his fundamentals and make sure that those fundamentals stay with him. Anyways, timeout taken on the floor. Take a small break. Be back here, THS Digital Media Network. Opening minutes. Toppenish leading 6-0. welcome back here as the Wahluke Warriors being forced to take a timeout after an early top-finish lead, 6-0 here in the opening minutes of this contest. You know, both these teams, you know, facing very different opponents to open up the first half of the season. This is where separation starts to occur. There is Andrew Jorgensen. Gets the first point for the Warriors. There is Alex Balzan. Still just a young freshman. Hoping to keep the rotation going. Machines, Myers, contested three. Redner saves it and gets that deflection off of Diego Perez. Saves possession now for the Wildcats. It's a good thing. You want to take advantage of every opportunity because you know at some point this experienced squad of the Wahluke Warriors are going to come back and get buckets of their own at some point. Alex Balzan, just a freshman, right there. The Maceo Machines, Tyron Redner, Josh Myers, and the shot clock violation. There's the Wildcats with the turnover, not recognizing where that shot clock was at. Ball on the ground, Jorgensen losing control over to River Buck. And looks like having an issue with the clock up there. And so they're discussing that. What are you saying? That shouldn't have started until the ball was inbounded. So that's going to negate any attempt there. Back to action now. Perez with the three and gets that one to go. You got to tighten up on those shooters. Can't let that happen. Maceo Machines now traveling the basket himself. Gets his own miss, puts it back up. Can't get that one to go. Andrew Jorgensen brings down the rebound. And stepping out of bounds right there, not aware of where he was at the floor. Iker Lopez. And so that'll give an opportunity here to Tyron Redner and this Wildcat squad to get back on top of this. Jason Sanchez with Redner trying to find somewhere to go. Josh Myers to Alex Bazan, and now Redner pushing that ball. Myers working left side, loses it, can't hang on. River Buck with the loose ball, and Tyron Redner right there to intercept that one. Myers takes too many steps. And another turnover there. You know, the Wildcats, they're close. Seems like they have these spurts of great moments, but then at the end, not able to capitalize on some of these opportunities that they have. Jack Davila is also going to check in as Marcel Machines is going to take a momentary breather. River Buck. Manuel Wahluke. On the free throw line jumper, no good. Redner jumping up high, breaks down the rebound. Over to Sanchez. Davila working underneath, can't finish, but a foul first. And that's great teamwork right there. Davila had an opportunity there to possibly get an and one. But now he's going to go to the free throw line and try to put some points back up onto the board. Jack Davila, just a sophomore. They got some senior leadership on this Wildcat team. A few transfers. But with some of the difficulties they've been having on offense, head coach Joe Yellowell trying to give everybody an opportunity to see if there can be a spark offensively somewhere. And Jorgensen with his second three of the night. And Jorgensen doesn't usually shoot those. So it's quite interesting right now that the Wildcats are not tightening up their coverage on somebody like Jorgensen. Usually he's playing out on the low post. Let's see if the Wildcats are able to make those defensive adjustments. River Black and Wahluke with his first three-pointer, and a timeout taking on the other side. Timeout by Toppenish Wildcats. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And those are some of the growing pains that the Wildcats have been going through. They find themselves down by 4, even though they've opened up this contest 6-0. And that's where it goes. It's back and forth. And when you're rebuilding a new team, gone is everybody from last year. Gone are your top scorers. You know, losing them to graduation and having to build a completely different team with a completely and new head coach and Coach Joe Yellowell. He's still trying to find the identity of his team. He's giving everybody a fair shot and a fair opportunity to make something happen. And up until you find that recipe, it's going to be a lot of growing pains. And right now, they're looking to get back on top of this. Pushing inside, and what a great drive to the basket there by Lyle Wapacelli. His first bucket. Cuts that lead down to 2. Jorgensen again and Sanchez. He's going to have to mention Jorgensen. That's where he's going to have to be. River Buck driving into the basket, and it gets 2 to go. His first bucket of this contest extends that lead up to 4 now. Bazan, Wapacelli, Sanchez, shot. Bazan, his third 3, can't make that one. Cisneros fighting hard, he's up. And what's going to be called? An offensive foul instead.
Foul charge, number 5, Anthony Cisneros.
So Anthony Cisneros, instead of getting the and one called for the offensive foul. The Wildcats trying to keep up and make those adjustments. Davila, Galpa, and too many steps. And turnover there by the Warriors. And the Warriors themselves aren't doing themselves any favors with all of these turnovers here early in this first quarter. They got to settle down themselves as well. Take advantage of the experience that they have. Wapacelli up and underneath, can't finish again. Again, it's just trouble finishing at the basket. The Wildcats, sooner or later, those shots are going to have to fall. Jorgensen out. Lopez stuck in the key. Back out. Jorgensen, long range 3, and there he goes. At this point, you know, Jorgensen already has 3 threes. You got to do something different. You just cannot allow that young man to stay out there by himself. And clearly, you know, he's more of a down post player, but he's just out there just shooting at will. The young team still trying to learn their assignments. The Wildcats with some substitutions. Marcel Washins and Tyron Redner back out there. The Wildcats find themselves down by 7. And Redner over to Anthony Cisneros. One of the very few returning players from last year's 5th place team. So Washins at the free throw line, jumper, and good. You got to take advantage of that open space. Put up those jumpers. Common fundamental basketball. You got to take what the defense gives you. And too many steps again, and another turnover by the Warriors. This is what we mean. The Warriors struggling here to get some sort of rhythm. They've had enough to get a lead up to 5 now. But the Wildcats are right there nipping at their heels. Jack Davila tries to get it. Washins can't hang on to it. Davila through contact, still can't get anything. Ball on the ground, Davila. And what's going to be called? Turnover there. Jack Davila coming back into focus, back into frame to fight for that loose ball. Great effort by him. Nettles, and that shot by Wahluke, good for 2. Up by 7. And the Wildcats need to score something. They have yet to score in these last 3 minutes. Lyle Pichelli with the last second shot, and it's no good. After 1 quarter of play, the Wahluke Warriors find themselves up by only 7 points, 19-12 over the Topless Wildcats. Take a break, be back here on the THS Digital Media Network. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow and never miss out on another THS Digital Media event. And welcome back to THS Digital Media Network, opening up the 2nd quarter. Here's the Wildcats find themselves down by 7. Wahluke Warriors looking to capitalize and extend this lead. Wahluke 2 with the basket and good for 2. Right now, that score extended to 9. The Wildcats need to find a bucket. Marcel Washings with the rare 3 and gets that one to go. Marcel Washings. Casey Harai. Edgar Lopez. Wahluke. Offensive foul. There is Marcel Washings finding a stride both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Josh Myers is going to get checked back into the lineup. Now the Wahluke Warriors have a record of 8-1. Wildcats with a record of 2-7. Tyron Redner, sees Nettles with the 3, off the mark on Wahluke. Looking to try, Tyron Redner right there. Jack Davila brings down the board, trying to hang on to the ball. Marcel Washings able to track it down. Sees Nettles. Trying to find somewhere to go. Josh Myers. Marcel Washings, and that ball last tip by Casey Harai. And Jason Sanchez is going to check back in. So right now the officials are checking something on the scoreboard. Making sure everything's correct. Wildcats find themselves down by 6 points. Josh Myers has had a couple of good games in the first half of the season. Jason Sanchez now using his power And he's fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. You know, Jason Sanchez last season, he had a couple of moments during a couple of key games for the Wildcats and that fifth-place championship team. Now he's going to have to learn how to take on a little bit more of a role here this season as one of the very few players with any experience, especially at the championship level. You know, you got to hope that Coach Yellow Owl expects a lot more out of that young man, especially as the season goes on. So first bucket and second one also good. Cut this lead down to 4. Wahluke. Long 3, and that is good by Keaton Zerker.
Zerker for 3.
Tyron Redner, Josh Myers, Jason Sanchez, and a blocking foul called underneath. It's going to give a chance here for the Wildcats to reset.
Foul charge number 32, Andrew Jorgensen.
Tyron Redner getting this action. Sanchez with the inbound. Redner, contested 3, off the mark. Masil Washin's trying to track it down. Redner able to save the possession for a shot clock. Josh Myers over to Anthony Cisneros, calling out the play. Masil Washin's in the key, back out. Cisneros, another look 3, can't get the bounce to go. Buck, Jordan Buck now working inside the key. Josh Myers. Ball is deflected in the hands of Cisneros. Sanchez going to try to run the floor. Gets the shot up and good for 2. That's how you do it, little by little. Right now, focus on doing what you do best. Play some good defense. Tighten up on these men that are more than willing to shoot threes here tonight. Wahluke, spin move, in the key, gets 2 to go. Tyron Renner pulls up for the 3, way off the mark. Ball on the ground. And a quick foul there as Josh Myers is fighting for an opportunity to get a steal there. And Lyle Lapichelli, along with Alex Balzan, are going to check back into the contest. And timeout called out on the floor by the Warriors. 4:23 remaining here in the second quarter. Wahluke Warriors still up a good amount, 7 points, 26-19. Be back, THS Digital Media Network. And welcome back here after the timeout on the floor by the Warriors. 4:20 remaining. Three-pointer, no good. Wahluke River Buck, Jordan Buck now, middle of the lane. Ziegler with the three. That one's going to be out of mark, and a foul going to be called against River Buck and the Wahluke Warriors.
Foul charge to number 22, River Buck, first.
You know, this is the interesting part, and of course, the rule adjustments this season for high school basketball. 4 personal fouls already for the Wahluke Warriors. 1 more, and the Wildcats are going to be shooting free throws. River Buck with the steal and the score for 2. You got to be careful on those passes. Don't let your eyes lead the defender to the receiver, and miscommunication there by Wapasheli and Sanchez, which leads to another turnover by the Wildcats. Wildcats only down by 9. Ziegler at the free throw line, jumper, and good for 2. Zerker now with 5. Maceo Washin's trying to find something. Sanchez, left side. Myers, Bazan, block 3. Maceo Washin's recovers. Wapasheli up and under, and he's fouled. And free throws coming up. You know, you feel the energy that this Wildcat team plays with out there, but just none of these shots are falling. And you know, there's been more than a few games this season where they've just not been able to score at very key important moments during a contest. And you know, perhaps that's why, you know, Coach Joe Yellow has been trying to see if he can get some success somewhere, especially when these players are tired and fatigued. You want somebody who's capable of taking over, you know, some of the scoring responsibilities, because you know, you can tell just by the way a couple of these players play with every effort. You know, you can only play with that amount of effort for so long before you're just fatigued. And oftentimes, when you don't have somebody that can help you and relieve some of that pressure, it can be very challenging to stay in a game. So down by 9, and now a chance here for Jordan Buck to add on some points. First free throw's up and good. Second one, that one is off the mark. Maceo Washin's fighting for it. Fresh look, Diego Perez, 3, and that is good. And the Wildcats are forced to call another timeout. Down by 13. Full timeout. We'll take a break. Be back here on the THS Digital Media Network. 13-point lead, Wahluke Warriors over the Toppers Wildcats. And welcome back here. After the timeout, gives a chance for the Wildcats to reset. Sanchez, middle of the key. Alex Bazan. Back to Lyle Wapasheli. Trying to get something going offensively. Maceo Washins takes it Open lane layup. Misses it. And now it's tapped out of bounds by the Warriors. Now they're going to have a chance to regroup with the fresh shot clock. Washington's fed underneath. Can't finish it again. Ball up in the air. River Buck able to bring it down. Maryland foul called on the ground. Inbound. Diego Perez kicks it back out. And drive to the basket is good there. Keaton Zerker, he now has 7. Shelley. Washington's at the free throw line. Jumper no good. Jordan Buck with the rebound. Diego Perez on the other side. He's going to take it. Zerker. Back up top to Lopez. And a foul away from the ball. Alex Balzan is going to be charged with his first personal. Perez with the 3 in and out. Tyron Redner. Sanchez open and gets the layup for 2. Perez, jumper no good. Labashelle, Jordan Buck steals that one and good for 2. Down by 15. Now Labashelle over to Tyron Redner. Sal Washington's and kicks off the backboard for 2. Ball out of bounds. Diego Perez back to Lopez. Buck picks it out. Cycler 3 is way off the mark. Possession going to go back to the Wildcats. Down by 13, the Wildcats hoping to score on what will be the last play of this half. Shelley, last second, off the front iron. At halftime, we go. Wildcats battling, giving the effort, but trouble on the offensive side and looking to regroup here at halftime. Wahluke Warriors leading by 13, 38-25. We'll take a break and be back here on the THS Digital Media Network. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and never miss out on another THS Digital Media event. We'll be back after this. And welcome back here, THS Digital Media Network, start of the second half, third quarter. All the starters back out onto the floor. Jason Sanchez over to Tyron Redner, working on that left wing. Sanchez goes to the bucket and gets the first point of this half. Sanchez needs to be a lot more aggressive down there and be a post presence. River Buck with the shot, no good. And a foul going to be called. Andrew Jorgensen trying to crowd that one in. Gives a chance for the Warriors to reset. Josh Myers is going to be assessed with this second personal. River Buck puts up a wild shot. He's going to try to save it, but Andrew Jorgensen stepping on that inbound line. Will give possession right back to the Wildcats. Alex Balzan back back to Tyron Redner. Redner attacking, 3 from Myers. Sale Washings comes in. He puts up a shot of his own, misses that one. And open look opportunity. Easy layup there for Casey Hurai. Wildcats find themselves down by 13 once again. Sanchez attacking to Masil Washines. Ball deflected right into the hands of Hurai. And Riverbuck gets it back into the hands of Jorgensen. Alzano almost got a steal there, but a foul going to be called. Now Lyle Wapacheli is going to come back in. Walcott, Jordan Buck. 3, no good there. Perez and Walcott able to bring that one down. Riverbuck attacking. Misses that shot, and Sanchez goes for the rebound, and he's fouled. That's going to be Andra Balca.
Third personal foul charge, Manuel Jimenez.
Third personal for Balcalba. Leads all scorers here tonight. Shot no good there by the Wildcats, and now Riverbuck running the floor. Stepping back, takes a 3, gets it to go. Shelley with an open 3, couldn't nail that one. Tyron Redner to Sanchez, losing control. Right into the hands of Buck. Hurai gets the and 1 call. Hurai with the chance to complete three-point play here. After the easy transition bucket, misses that free throw. Redner back to Sanchez. Davila running in, gets 2 to go. Jorgensen over to Gabalka. Puts up a jumper and gets 2 to go. He now has 11 on the night. Sanchez taking it back out. Lozan. Back to Sanchez and now Redner. To Myers. Ball deflected. Sanchez picks it up. Counted and 1. Sanchez with a chance for himself to complete a 3-point play. So now Jason Sanchez will be at the free throw line trying to complete this 3-point play. Up and good. Perfect from the free throw line here tonight for the Wildcats, believe it or not. Casey Hurai, middle of the lane, misses it. Davila trying to track that one down and does. Gonna Capo himself, and he's going to be fouled first, and free throws coming up. So Davila now with the chance.
His fourth.
First free throw, first miss of the night there for the Wildcats. Wildcats are trying to close on this lead. Down by 15. Can't nail the second one. It remains that way, 15. Lopez, Diego Perez, Casey Harai with the chance. Losing that ball, but fouled first. Fourth personal team foul. Losing the ball, Marcel Washington's picking it up and stolen by Riverbuck. And free throws now coming up. Marcel Washington picks up his second personal. Riverbuck now at the free throw line. That first free throw is up and good. Second one also good. This lead is extended now for the Wahluke Warriors. Villa almost losing it. Redner is going to go himself. Stay high. Gets a bucket to go for two. Left open, Casey Harai to Jordan Buck. Can't get that one to go. Stay high. Gets the rebound, and now Davila will hand back over. Alex Mazan finding Redner. He goes to the rack, can't finish. Balzan able to get his rebound, deflects it off the player, off of Lopez, and saves possession there for the Wildcats. It's a great effort by that young man, just a freshman, already earned himself a starting spot for this young Wildcat team. So Sneddles with an open look three and nails that one. You're going to need a couple of those if you want to get yourself back into this contest. Not impossible. Play some good defense. Take some good shots, and you'll be fine. Riverbuck with the three. It's been three-point land here. Stay high could and not reel that pass in from Redner. Turnovers have been an issue here for the Wildcats this season. Couldn't hang that one in, and that's going to be out of bounds. Here as the Wildcats find themselves down by 15 once again. That ball out of bounds, last touch by Cisneros. You know, it's just turnover and turnover. It's just, how are you going to build off of that? You know, a team like the Wahluke Warriors, I mean, they've had some good wins against some decent teams at their lower levels, but you can say just a young team that's still learning. Jordan Buck with the jumper, no good. Stay high, reaching up high for the rebound. And now see Sneddles take the dribble to the other side. Davila to Stay High, and he loses it once more. You know, and those are the turnovers that are going to kill you. You know, when you already have limited opportunities on the offensive side of the ball, and you know, you're not able to at least get a good quality shot, it's going to be tough to win games that way. Diego Lopez Warriors. Lopez kicks it back out. Her eye thought about it. Perez drives in. Shot. Up and good. Cisneros finds an open look lane. Can't get that one to fall. Sanchez with the putback still can't get it. That ball will be out of bounds.
Foul charge number 12, Jason Sanchez.
Sanchez commits the 5th personal team foul. And that's going to send Keaton Zerker to the free throw line. And his opportunity now to put some points up here in the 3rd quarter. That first shot is up and good. Tyron Redner to Davila. He attacks and gets there. Good 4-2. Give him 7. Worker for 3. And now 20-point lead for the Wahluke Warriors. And this is where they've been all season in the games that they've lost this season. Just 20-point defeats plus. Has not gotten much worse than that this season, which just, you know, lends credibility to the fact this team is just young and still learning from their, you know, from just being out there, playing at this speed, playing at this level. And right now, they're just having a tough time, tough go with it, not able to find really very many points, you know, in those games. And this is definitely another one of those cases. Tyron Redner is going to attempt to get a 3, last-second shot, and that is it. Wildcats find themselves down by 20. Wahluke Warriors leading big, 59-39. We're going to take a break. Be back here on the THS Digital Media Network. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and never miss out on another THS Digital Media event. And welcome back here, THS Digital Media Network. Back to action as the Wildcats find themselves down by 20. Diego Perez driving that left side block. Zerk almost losing it. River Buck. Got the double clutch shot there. Jordan Buck able to recover. He puts up the shot and gets 2 to go. Jordan Buck with 5 points on the night. Alex Balzan loses that one, fighting for the ball. Cisneros over to Davila. He takes it himself. That one's blocked. Jordan Buck, River Buck, now back to Buck, Jordan Buck. Diego Perez running down the floor. And River Buck puts up the 3. Tyron Redner able to collect the rebound there. Gets his dribble knocked down. Able to save it. Now Sanchez, left side drive. Over to Davila and 1 score. Right now, it's the time to find any way you can to score. You're down by 20.
Foul charge
You're
number
gonna have to
23,
think about putting up some three-pointers. Let's see how that goes. The Wildcats with only 2 three-pointers made here tonight. Perhaps had it not been for that onslaught of three-pointers from the Warriors in the first half, this game would probably be a lot closer. And Davila with a free throw violation. And so no score there. Score remains Wahluke Warriors up by 20, 61-41. Sanchez tries to block that one. Davila with the rebound. Now back over to Alex Bazan. He's trying to hang on to his dribble, find an outlet, and he takes too many steps. Wap Shelley. On right there on Lopez, and now River Buck. Jordan Buck finding a way. Foul on the ground. Gonna give a chance for the Warriors to reset. The ball knocked out of bounds, poked away by Sanchez. Next time the Wildcats are going to be on air will be Saturday night. The Wildcats will look to fight again, trying to find their 3rd win of the season. Should there not be a turn of events here in this contest. Sanchez tries to go up but loses the ball and out of bounds. Sanchez up, couldn't capitalize on that inbound opportunity. Now River Buck running the floor and sends that ball way up ahead for Wahluke. 6:05 remaining. Shelley trying to find an outlet. Bazan coming up on 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Davila will go inside and takes too many steps there himself. Turnover by the Wildcats. Turnovers and turnovers for this young team. Something they're going to want to improve upon as the season goes on and as they enter league play. Of course, this game is a non-league matchup. Nonetheless, important one, and perhaps could have been a confidence builder here to open up the second half of the season here in the new year. Of course, the Wildcats have not hosted a home game since the beginning of December. Only one home game, and in fact they're playing one less home game this season due to scheduling conflicts. They would have hosted one more home game in December, but due to other events happening in the second week of December, they had to make adjustments, and the Wildcats are traveling more often this year than they are hosting games, which is, I gotta say, that's pretty rare. But what can you do? Warriors running with it. Lopez and takes too many steps, whereas the Warriors themselves aren't doing too much better. just have those streaks of inconsistencies, the Wahluke Warriors, and that may be able to get you by a lot of the lower level opponent that you've been playing to start off the season. But that's definitely not going to work once you're playing in the district tournament and once you're at the state tournament. That's just not going to fly. We'll see as this season progresses what will happen. Sanchez, Wapacheli with the jumper. That one comes up short. Stay high. Gets a hand on it. It's to Balzana now. Wapacheli taking a dribble to Balzana. Over to Stay High and gets that one to go for two. Stay High has had a couple of good minutes, but also a couple of turnovers himself. And the Wildcat 4-2. As he now has 13 points on the evening. Myers with the three of his own. That one's short. Gets his own miss, puts it back up, and he's fouled on his way up to the basket. And a chance here for Myers to cut this lead down to under 20.
Foul charge number 33, Jordan Butler.
First free throw up and good by Josh Myers. Second one here still to come. And misses that one. Myers trying to track down the shot, but couldn't get it. Perez stuck on the left lane, and Harai coming in there, trying to save possession. Warriors with the chance, inbound to Jordan Buck, and he scores two. Villa to Bazang, quick trigger three, way short. Ball around. Amalka, one Stay High. Pacquiao, Perez with the short shot there by Amalka. And a quick foul there by Diego Perez on Lyle Wapacheli as he was trying to bring that ball down.
Fouls on number 4.
So close. Myers back over, he loses it. That pass intended for Sanchez. And Sanchez commits a foul there on Harai, trying to stop any further dribbling. Substitutions coming in at this point here as Cisneros and Carlos Melgoza are checking into the contest for the first time here tonight. Right now, only one starter out there for this team, as perhaps this one is probably close to being done and in the books. And you're going to have to think about, okay, what further adjustments can be made this season? The Wildcats, they have a couple of senior leaders, a couple of transfers, and they have some good, they have their roles, they have their participation, capable of doing some good things. But in terms of having that skill set to win games, we don't know if it's there just yet. And I don't know. We'll see. Clearly, this program is in transition, and an upstart program now, it's been quite a while since the Toppenish Wildcats have been in this position, but every once in a while you go through these dips, and this is definitely going to be one of those seasons where Wildcats, for the first time in a long time, more than likely they're not going to make it very far in district playoffs, and pretty much a very, very low possibility of even getting to a state tournament for what would be a 4th year in a row, should that be the case. And we're about to see what more is going to happen. A lot of opportunities still to come, and we'll see. Right now, the reserves are in. One senior leader right now out on the floor, Lyle Wapasheli. Lyle Wapasheli actually is just a sophomore. Only 3 seniors on this squad. And that consists of Tyron Redner and Marcel Washings, along with Jordan Stayhigh. So it's going to be interesting to see moving forward how these roles may change, and perhaps just build up some more experience, and look forward to seeing who steps up to these challenges, and where the bright spots are going to be as this program moves forward. Stayhigh, Davila, Melgoza, he has his shot blocked, able to get his own miss still. Wapasheli, and that one is knocked out from behind. And the pieces are there. You got to admit that the pieces are there. They're just, you're only losing by 20. You're not really losing by 30 or 40, which is, a telltale sign of where you're at in terms of how far you are off from, having, a good winning season. But right now, it's just a struggle with these turnovers, and a struggle of finding a secondary complement to Tyron Redner, which would really help out this Wildcat squad. Someone who can be as consistent as, he is. And when Redner isn't having a good night, being able to rely on that second opportunity, on that second look, and we're able to score some points at the very least, and keep your team in this game.
Full-time charge to Wahluke.
So the Wildcats down by 23. And timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here with you folks. And I mean, what a season it has been. And boy, after all the success that the Wildcats have had these past few seasons, sometimes, you've got to start again from scratch. Start again, building a new team, a new culture, a new way of doing, everything. And that's what we're about to learn here this season. We're going to figure out where those bright spots are, and I'm sure the Wildcats are slowly learning how to operate at this speed and at this level, and realizing, hey, there's a lot more work to be done here in order to get some wins. Now, especially when SCAC West Conference play begins for this team. They've already lost to Wapato once, and it might be very difficult for the Wildcats to even get a win against Wapato. But same deal there. Lost by a little over 20 points to them. 1 out of 2 on that one. Wildcats not able to find a non-league win versus any of the CWAC opponents as well. Losing by 20 or close to 20 in all of those contests. See Sneddles. Shelley with the score, couldn't get that one to go with the shot. See Sneddles underneath, working hard, and gets the bucket to go. 5 points for Anthony C. Sneddles. Well, we'll see. A year of learning, a year of new experiences. This team can play well. Got to find a way to limit those mistakes. Shot is up and good by Mauricio Ramirez. Here as the lead is extended to 24 points. Shelley driving and then stay high. Either get his third bucket of the night. He's going to end the night with 6. 22-point lead here for the Warriors as they're going to win this one. So fourth personal on the Wildcats, 6 seconds remaining. Trying to burn off. Shot there, no good, and that's the end of the game. 22-point win here for the Wahluke Warriors over the Toppenish Wildcats. Let's take a look at scoring statistics here for this contest. They were led by the 11 points from Jason Sanchez, and then right behind him, 7 points from Maceo Washings, 4 from Tyron Redner, 4 from Lyle Wapicelli, 6 from Jordan Stay High, 2 from Alex Malzahn, and Jack Davila with 9 points here this evening, coming second in scoring to Jason Sanchez, 5 from Anthony Cisneros, and 1 from Josh Myers. On the other side, for the Wahluke Warriors, they were led by Manuel Robabalca. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points from him. Followed right behind him, 6, 8, 12 from Riverbuck. And then give another 12 from Kenton Zerker. And then 9 from Andrew Jorgensen. All his scores coming in the first quarter and didn't score since. 7 from Jordan Buck. And 8 from Diego Perez. And another 6 from Casey Hirai. And 2 points from Mauricio Ramirez. Their total here tonight with 70 points. 22-point win here tonight. Well, folks, behind the leading scorers for the Toppenish Wildcats, Jason Sanchez and Jack Davila. 11 points for Sanchez, respectively, and 9 for Davila. Wildcats looking to rebuild back and hope as they travel to the Natchez Valley Rangers on Friday and then host another game here on Saturday. And, of course, if you can't make it out, we will bring you to that game here live on the THS Digital Media Network. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow and never miss out on another THS Digital Media event. Well, folks, there it is. Wildcats lose their first game of the new year. And will look to bounce back on Friday and Saturday and in hopes of getting a win. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here tonight. My name is Antonio Tony D. Dominguez, and from everybody here at the THS Digital Media and the THS Digital Media crew, have a good night, God bless, and see you out there.